Okay, hello, my name is Marianna, and I will talk today about green energy transition and about supporting and encouraging people in reducing electricity use during peak hours. So, green transition is a very complex process, and energy production has a significant impact on greenhouse gas emissions. So, in just 1 hour, a power plant in Ida-Virumaa produces more than 100 tons of CO2 like every hour. So to visualize this, you can imagine like 100 trees coming out of chimney every hour. And until there will be enough green energy and also the problem of storage will be solved, fossil fuel energy will be used. But can we do something about it right now and right here? And the answer, yes, we can. Because it's all about timing. During next 15 years, when the supply of green energy will be still the supply of green energy will be still limited. And today, the green energy produced like when the sun is shining and the wind is strong, rather when people need it the most. And there is a lack of green energy, and the demand for electricity is higher, the prices go up. So to simplify, when there is a green energy, the prices is low, and when it's fossil fuel electricity, the prices is high. So what we can do, we can shift some of our consumption from this time when the prices is high to the time there is a lot of green energy and the prices is low. But a lot of activities we cannot shift because people still will do breakfast in the morning and need to do supper when they came after work. So that's why I'm targeting households with higher electricity consumption, who has more flexibility in shifting some activities. But it's important to mention that in the future, this shifting will happen automatically. There will be smart systems, and people will not notice that something had happened. But until then, it has to be manually. So my design process started with understanding electricity system and what is green transition and finding my target group. And then I wanted to learn about people, what's their motivation and goals and pain points. And after that, I analyzed a lot what I found during interviews. And based on that, I understand what factors that affect people's behavior and also created opportunity tree and used this as a base for ideation workshops. So I collected ideas from people I interviewed before and who also participated in the survey, and had a lot of nice ideas that I later on transformed into scenarios and tried to cooperate different ideas together and made prototype, tested, and this did co-design session with users. And finally, also made final validation. So let's take a look in the video. Is there a sound? Oh. So the logical question, if like avoiding peak hours helps to save money and save environment, why aren't more people doing it yet? And let's meet Marit and Nick. So some of you here are like Marit, who believes that having good habits is important and we just need to use less electricity. And some of you, like Nick, who like to optimize things, and also you optimize things to increase comfort, and reducing bills is something that comes together with it. And you also, like very practical, you believe that investment should be returned. And both Marit and Nick will be happy to have electric car and have well renovated apartment building, but it's something they cannot afford. And also Marit and Nick had tried to monitor electricity prices during electricity crisis when the prices went 4 times higher. But when they dropped down, they didn't monitor anymore. And this experience was, like they said, that this was awful. So, but what were factors that affected Marit and Nick behavior? It's like awareness, comfort, and values. So let's start with awareness. So first of all, people don't see any connection between green energy and low price. Because everything, all the information is about the prices, not where energy comes from. But people who monitor electricity prices, we see there is it's somehow connected to daily routines, so there is like peak in the morning and peak in the evening. But the main pain point for people that electricity prices are chaotic and are unpredictable, because there is plenty of different websites, applications where you can monitor the prices, and there is no problem in the lack of information. But there is a nice quote from interview, like, I don't know what it actually depends or who decides it. Maybe someone just wakes up in the morning and says, this is the kilowatt hour price today. And the reason for this chaotic price levels is that the system is complex. And for example, if there is no wind in Germany or power plant broken is Finland, the prices in Estonia go up. Or there is like strong wind and suddenly prices are very low, although it's like this usual time and where it should be high. And if you think that people need to learn more about the system and increase their literacy, it's not, because users need less information, not more. Because if you can't change anything, you don't really want to be bothered by information. And electricity bill has a lot of information numbers that reflect how the system works. But for people, it is like too much numbers, and it creates more confusion than clarity. And during workshop, I was suggested this nice idea of traffic lights that can very much simplify the information, but at the same time make it actionable. So when the prices is low and the energy is greener, so it's green, then it's more fossil fuel based, and the price is higher, then it's red. And there is something in between. When I tested later on this idea with people who monitor prices, they said there are also like important to show that sometimes the prices are very low. For example, when I made my prototype, it was in April, there was so strong wind, so the prices were almost zero. And for example, in winter, there was disconnection from Russian power grid, the prices were extremely high. And also sometimes, although the price can be low, it might be still a lot of fossil fuel based, but it's also very rare occasions. So I continued developed this idea and tried to connect it to daily routine, and came up with the idea of electricity clock. And I tried to do a different version, and also during process I figured out that aesthetically pleasing solution may not always be functional. So it's important to show information that's relevant to people. For example, people don't want to see the past, they always want to see the future. So in the 6 in the evening, you're not interested what the price were in the morning. And also the prices are available for today and for the next day. So smart electricity clocks simplifies information and also make it actionable. And in addition, it provides helpful guidance for different devices, and I will talk about it later. From the testing, it was very interesting note that actually this solution wouldn't work for younger people because they are not familiar with the concept of physical clock. They're used to digital. But as I said, this solution is for the next 5 years and for households, so it will work for our target audience. But let's talk about this very important factor that affects people's behavior is comfort. So, because life is chaotic and people don't want to have more stress. And let's think about this. Marit and Nick, who because what we could say when we started checking when to do laundry, it felt ridiculous. And monitoring electricity prices doesn't suit my lifestyle. It was inconvenient, absolutely. So think about Marit, who is 6 o'clock in the evening and she needs to do her laundry. And she saw that next 3 hours is the prices are high. And in 9, she wants to go to sleep. And the washing machine next to her bedroom. So it's noisy and she wouldn't put it for the night. And that's why even if you know this, you have this information, it's actionable, it doesn't come together with your life. So what people really want, that there is it doesn't create any discomfort and minimal effort is needed. So ideally, people would like not to monitor anything. And during workshop, people are very excited about automatic systems that could monitor everything. And these systems already exist, but they are quite expensive and also hard to install. But if you think how many different electricity appliances you have at home, you definitely will desire this thing. But from my research, I found out that people who monitor their prices, they usually monitor only 1 or 3 different devices or activities that has the biggest impact on their bill. And there is 2 strategies. So for heating, ventilation, and boiler, people turn off devices. And for washing machine, dishwasher, oven, or charging car, they are looking for better time when to use it. So what people need, they need the simple guidelines for each device that consider their daily routine. So let's go back to Marit. So if she get this guidance, that she can use a delay function. So she can just set the time for washing, because washing time can be 45 minutes, but can be up to 6 hours. And then also set that she doesn't want to wash at night. The app could suggest the better time for doing. And for her, it will be during next day. And what's a good thing that when she will be back at home, the laundry will be done just a couple hours before, so it wouldn't stay long in the washing machine. And that's already solves all her problems, make it convenient for her. And also, if she will forget to take it off, sometimes if you use delay, maybe it happened with you, she also can set reminder, okay, don't forget, the laundry is done. And as Marit also has a heat pump, and she set it for a certain temperature and don't touch it, but when it's peak hour and the price is really high, what she can do is just either lower temperature or turn it off for 1 hour. And it's something very useful. But remember the Nick, who likes to program things, he had programmed that his heat pump working when he gets back at home. So it starts working just a couple hours before he gets home, and in the evening it turns off. So what he needs is kind of schedule when the usual these peak hours appear, and so he already can program these things. And also sometimes when the price is high, he can also check the application and turn not manually in the app for 1 hour his heat pump. But let's talk about values, because the main reason people will use this app is to save money. But people also really want to do the right thing. So overlap between personal benefit and collective good is a powerful motivator. And this is this quote from a person who is like old lady who monitors because of the prices. So what she said, when I shift my consumption, I benefit from it by paying less, but I'm also contributing to something good. So she cannot explain what exactly, but she feels that these peaks are something not normal. So she feels this contribution, and it's something with additional motivation. But yeah, the main pain point for people that my effort do not change anything. And this balance between effort and benefit is very important. So like any measures that help reduce costs are always welcome, but we are not going to jump through the hoops for it. So that was I heard during research. But people need that to understand what action to take, why they matter, and how they can be improved easily. So, but if I saw what I had, it had a real impact, I would be willing to sacrifice some of my comfort. So the application also suggests this dashboard, so people can see when exactly they consume electricity and see, okay, so if I consume less during peak hours and actually save the money, have this impact on CO2 emission, and it's something really simple and good. And also during the testing, I figured out that people who have smaller bills, they actually wouldn't use this app because they feel that this impact will be very small. So this discomfort that it creates, it will be too high. And also that this application suggests some tips every month that people can learn new things and simple things, because one of the simplest way of reducing electricity, avoiding peak hours is buying the smart plugs and installing it, but a lot of people not aware and they don't even think about. So maybe if they get some kind of this information, maybe once a month, some useful tips, so maybe would like to learn more. And especially if they started getting higher bills, so we will try to figure out new ways. So the value for the people that it save money, save environment, and save nerves. But the value for society, that if more people will avoid peak hours, so it helped to move the curve, and actually it brings for everyone the prices down, even for people who not monitor. And also for the future, these people who monitor prices will be more open to these new automatic systems, and they're more likely to adopt them. And this smoothing the curves also make the system more balanced and help to impact environment and reduce CO2. So thank you.